Good morning, everyone, and welcome to ASSA ABLOY Academy webinar on Specialty and Integrated Solutions. I am Katie Flower with ASSA ABLOY Academy. I just wanted to remind you that this session is being recorded. Everyone is muted. You will be able to type in your questions and answers at the bottom of your screen. And if we can't answer them during the presentation, there will be 10 minutes for questions and answers at the end of the presentation. Within 24 hours, you will get a thank you email, which you can use as proof for continuing education credit. Also, within 24 hours, the recorded session will be up on the ASSA ABLOY Academy website for you to view and review as often as you would like to. And with great pleasure, I would like to introduce Howard Schrier and Marc Stroot, who are your presenters for today.
Thank you very much. Again, my name is Howard Schrier. I am General Manager here of Specialty and Integrated Solutions. I've got Marc Stroot on as well with me, who's our Manager of Technical Services. And we'll kind of deep dive into stainless steel, which what we'll be talking about today. Before we get into that, just wanted to give you a little bit of background on us and our team. Marc and I are both on the Specialty and Integrated Solution team. This is made up of 15 individuals. Between the 15 of us, we've got roughly about 230 years of technical expertise. So not only do we understand the products, we understand the market that these products are sold within. Our daily tasks really are centered around overseeing the sales and technical support of all the specialty products that are sold through ASSA ABLOY's door group. We, like I had said, we have a tremendous amount of technical expertise. We really urge our customers to lean on us when it comes to spec interpretation. Although you may have some knowledge of some of these highly technical products, we've got folks on our team that do nothing but interpret specs on a daily basis. With that, we always urge our customers to take advantage of our project management and shop drawing capabilities. We've got 5 project managers currently on our team that do nothing but put together shop drawings together on a daily basis. We offer this solution, we offer this at no additional charge to the project. So please, although you may have robust engineering systems, when it comes to specialty products, lots of these products are, again, highly technical, very expensive. We understand that you do not want to take on the liability. Let us take on that liability. We'll handle the shop drawings at no additional charge to the project. Currently, typical lead times for shop drawings are anywhere between 1 and 2 weeks. And then finally, research and development. Being a part of ASSA ABLOY, it's all about innovation. We have historically been at the testing labs on a monthly basis, either expanding our product line or adding new products to our product line. And we are excited about getting back to the lab, which is going to be starting back in July. So this is something obviously we take very serious here at ASSA ABLOY. Before we deep dive into stainless steel, which Marc will take us through, always want to talk about some reminders as to who to go to for what when it comes to quoting and ordering. So first we'll talk about quoting. We have opened up a quoting repository, email repository for both Curry, Seco, and the service centers. When it comes to specialty products, it's all about speed to market. It's not just material lead times, it's how quickly we're able to respond to customers. So on the quoting side of things, we urge you to take advantage of these email repositories. The folks that man these repositories are the actual estimators. So they're able to peel off the quote request, quote the job, get it loaded up into TrackPoint, and have sales shoot the quote over to you folks, the customer. Okay, so please take advantage of these email repositories when it comes to quoting. On the ordering side, again, we opened up repositories for both Curry's and Seco. So please take advantage of these email addresses. If you have specialty orders, send it through these email addresses. The folks that man these email inboxes are the order processors, so they're able to peel off the order, get it assigned to a project manager, either for straight into production, what we call a convert and release, or have them start the shop drawing process, okay? Like I had said at the top, it's all about speed to market, and some of the obstacles that we run into when it comes to lead times is really not in the manufacturing, it's more in the processing. So please take advantage of these repositories, because this will only help us get product to the factory floor in a timelier manner. Okay. With that, I will turn it over to my colleague, Marc Stroot, who will deep dive us into stainless steel. Marc?
Thank you, Howard. Stainless steel is on a very, very high level, a conventional product built out of a custom material. Stainless steel comes in a variety of types. We'll talk about that here shortly. But really the purpose of ordering stainless steel comes under two categories. You are either trying to create a better product in a corrosive environment. This would be in clean rooms, food processing plants, hospitals, laboratories, wet areas or humid areas, or you're trying to increase the style of the environment that opening is in. This could be in a casino, for example, hotel lobbies, museums, and office spaces in the front ends. Next slide. When we talk about the material, we mentioned it's a custom material. There are two standard stainless steel types. They are 304 and 316. 304 would be more for your highly stylized areas, your entry lobbies, casinos, etc. This is more for the aesthetics of the opening. You want it to be a shiny, good-looking assembly. 316 is similar to 304, however, the ingredients inside of that stainless steel makes that product, that specific stainless steel, a little more corrosive resistance. This is the material you would order in your wet environments or highly corrosive environments. So this should be noted in your orders or your quote request which steel you'd like. And then further to this, there's a finish. Typically, stainless steel is not painted, although it can be. But the finishes are a number 4, which is a common brushed finish, a 2 mil, which is common for if you are going to put a paint over the product. Number 8 is a mirror finish, and then a number 6 is a satin finish. In Canada, the common finish is an XL blend. It's kind of the Canadian version of a number 4 finished, brushed finish in the US. Door constructions for these products can vary over the complete door product line, from polystyrene, steel stiffened, polyurethane, or honeycomb. These doors can also be joined in with other product attributes such as lead line, bullet, sound rated, blast resistance, etc. The door edges on all of these products are seamless, typically because a lot of stainless steel is in the wet environment. Any kind of seam edge is not desired on the site. Also in your highly stylized areas, it's just a much cleaner door with, if the door is going to sit open in any amount of time, to not have a seam in the edge of that door. These doors are available in a wide variety of gauges, anywhere from 18 gauge all the way up to 12 gauge. Fire ratings are also available all the way up to 3 hours. The restrictions on fire ratings for stainless do vary from conventional hollow metal. For example, the overall heights are less in a stainless steel than they would be in conventional hollow metal. So those are type of questions that you should bring forth on a job-by-job basis. Finally, one of the important pieces of this is what goes inside of the door. What are the hinge reinforcements, the ribs, lock boxes, etc., made out of. And these can either be a galvanized material or stainless steel. In the 304 stainless, which is for this highly stylized area, you don't, it's not such a high priority to have the internal components of the door and or frame to carry that stainless steel. That's an extra expense. So those come standard with the galvanized. The 316, which is ordered specifically for a corrosion resistant area or a wet environment, those come standard with stainless steel interior components so that the door and or frame will not corrode from the inside out if moisture would by chance get inside. So the 304 with the galvanized, they can be upgraded and ordered with the stainless steel internal cores if somebody was looking to mix match those. Next slide. So here you see kind of a vision of what these finishes look like. The number 4 finish on the left, this is available both in your 304 or your 316. All 5 of these finishes are available in either type of stainless steel. Again, the mirror finish, something we want to emphasize here. This is not a glass mirror like you would have in your bathroom area. This is a mirror-like finish. It does have a little distortion because a door has a tolerance in its build. Flatness can be plus or minus 1/8 of an inch from corner to corner. You will get a little distortion in your image. It is, as you can see at the tape measure there, a very like image. However, it's not a perfect glass image. So please keep that in mind when you get to a mirror type finish. And again, the satin finish is probably the second most common in the United States. It's very similar to the number 4. It's just a softer grain in the door. Next slide. Unique to stainless steel would be the vision kits that you have in these doors. Because they're not painted, because there's no filler, Bondo, etc., that can be used to fill spot weld pocks or the like in the manufacturing process, the kits become very a finished type product. You can see in the top 2 there, the one on the upper left, that is for narrower type glasses, and the one in the upper right is for thicker glasses. There's a hemmed edge on that vision kit, and that allows that edge to not be sharp. It's a nice finished stylized look to match the door. The vision kit in the bottom there is typically used in a watertight or sanitary type condition. We use this a lot in labs, for example, pharmaceutical industry, where there's no shelf allowed in those type projects that exceeds 1/8 of an inch. This allows the whole room to be washed down on a regular basis. For example, in a lab, you may whitewash, power wash that room between every experiment so you don't have any cross-contamination. Our stainless steel doors are available in a sanitary watertight type condition. This particular door and frame, if you order the watertight version, is completely sealed. You could actually take the door and dunk it underwater and water would not get into the core of the door. This, again, allows you to power wash and completely clean that room and that environment there between experiments, and the door will never corrode from the inside out. Next slide. As far as installation of stainless steel into walls, most of your anchors will be very similar to a conventional hollow metal. The one that's unique would be your punch and nipple type or expansion bolt anchor. On a job site in conventional hollow metal, they'll put that expansion bolt in and a lot of times Bondo over the top of that, finish it off, prime it, and it basically disappears. In a stainless steel product, we are not bondoing anything because it is a finished product. So we have this 700 type stainless steel expansion anchor. What this allows for you is there's a hole in the stop where the bolt that goes into the wall goes through that hole into that channel there, and then you anchor it to the wall, similar to an expansion bolt. This bolt would have a hex head, so you can get in there with a socket, tighten that down, adjust it with your shimming. And then to finish off that hole, there we supply a cap, a plug cap. That is also a stainless steel matching the finish, and that will pop into that hole so that that will give you a finished look of that completed prep. Next slide. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Howard and open it up to a question and answers from the audience. Thank you. Howard, you're on mute. Howard, you're on mute.
No, I know. Can you hear me?
We can.
All right, good. So, I mean, when it comes to these specialty products, and, you know, we generally like to keep this one product at a time because you can get really deep into the weeds. And although we sort of flew through this, I think it's important that we don't do too much on these calls. And just from experience, it's really worked to keep this short, keep it at one product at a time. Just so you don't get overwhelmed, because I know as we continue with these series, we're going to get more and more technical first, you know, when we go to forced entry, bullet and blast, and it could be somewhat overwhelming. So although this was somewhat short and sweet, I still think it's somewhat important that we keep it to, you know, one product at a time. So with that, does Katie, did any questions come in or anything that we can answer?
At this point, there's no open questions, but feel free if you're on the call, if you have any questions, to type them in right now. We'll hang out for a couple minutes to see if there's any questions from anyone.
And I think on that one slide where, Mark, you showed the finishes, just as a reminder, very important to note that we do offer samples. Either a string of samples to show the different finishes, or if need be, we can provide a corner frame sample to see to see the miter, and then also a small door sample. I know that when we're talking about especially an aesthetically appealing product, it's very important that the architect, end user, and so forth are able to kind of touch and feel this product line. So don't hesitate, if need be, if samples are requested, to ask us for those samples. We do have samples that we can pull off a shelf, or if need be, we can put together a custom sample for any particular project.
Also, to piggyback on Howard's original comment, that we offer complimentary shop drawings. I know we went through a few things right here that are unique with stainless steel, the anchors, for example, the vision kits. This would all be laid out in those submittals. So we're not asking you to memorize or to identify all this information. We're presenting you some information that's unique to stainless steel.
Yep.
Again, take advantage of those complimentary shop drawings. It actually can also decrease your lead time if it's in our system up front when the order is finally placed. It goes down to order entry into the factory floor much quicker than if we have to start from scratch.
Yep. And even going further back to the quoting stage, obviously very important that we get a specification with the quote request. As Mark had went through, you can see the two different types of stainless that we offer and the many different finishes. So if we're just getting a request for 2 stainless doors, clearly it's not enough information. And if God forbid there is no spec, we're always going to quote it and qualify it as such with the most common type of stainless and finish, which is 304 and a number 4 finish. So again, make sure a spec accompanies the request. And if God forbid there is no spec, We will quote it as a 304 number 4. We will qualify it accordingly. Just make sure that you are taking those qualifications and adding those to your bid, because obviously if it is something other than a 304 or a number 4 finish, you could be in trouble. So just make sure that you read through our bids that not only show the dollars, but show all the inclusions, the exclusions, and qualifications. So when it comes to specialty products, it's really, really important to review the notes, because there's lots of notes that accompany just about all of our specialty product quotes. So just make sure to review those and cover whatever you need on your bid to the general contractor.
And we do have a question. I know that you can do combinations of different specialty products. Is there any thought of a stainless steel right slider coming out?
We've got a roadmap and generation plan when it comes to our slider. As everyone is aware, this is something that we just, this product line was just, really officially rolled out in March. So we've got our options today, and we are obviously, getting lots of requests for stuff outside of our wheelhouse right now. Stainless steel definitely is an option for the future. We do have some low-hanging fruit that we're most likely going to get to beforehand, but I would imagine within the next year or so, we'll be able to put together a stainless steel right slide configuration.
Thank you.
Yep.
And that's it right now for the questions.
Okay. And then what we'll most likely do, we do have our next session is scheduled, I believe, for just lead line. We may throw another product line in there because lead line again doesn't have a great deal of options. So we may throw a lead line plus a watertight sanitary in there, but we'll talk offline after. But it's appreciated that we're able to present these product lines to you all. If there are questions that arise after we're done here, you'll have our contact information. Please don't ever hesitate in giving us a call, an email, whatever it may be, and we'll be happy to walk you through anything soup to nuts. We take pride with specialty products that we oftentimes hold customers' hands from beginning to end. And that's what we like to do because these are products that you may not see on a daily basis, but they are indeed within our DNA. And it's something that every day we're dealing with these products. So we're happy to help in any instance at any stage of the project.
All right, thank you. Thank you everybody for your participation today, and hope to see you again down the road on another ASSA ABLOY webinar. The schedule is posted on a 2-week cycle, so we're constantly adding new content. And look for your email, your thank you email. If you don't get one within 24 hours, make sure to check your junk folder just in case. And have a wonderful and safe day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.